Hey, Clarissa.
Hi, Sam.
Oh, they so sensitive. I better not do that again. It's like a few seconds of a prof song. And what really got me was the prof song I was listening to yesterday was Tarzan, which I've put in a video in the past and didn't get hit at all. It didn't, no problem. So I guess since the last time I done it, they must have changed their copyright status on that song, which is fine. So every month so far, I've had at least one video that got completely stripped of any monetization through some ignorant move that I made, and I guess yesterday was that video. While on the topic of that video, I'll go ahead and apologize now for clickbaiting you guys and saying that, or insinuating rather, that I paid this truck off. But it literally was organically. I wasn't doing it like maliciously. It was on camera when I realized it, because I stopped to grab the mail and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this title coming, and then it just made itself from there. But yeah, I wasn't trying to be a piece of shit. But speaking of pieces of shit, hey, this worthless waste of air, this freaking oxygen thief, it's not surprising. It really isn't surprising anymore. And it's kind of a mix anymore. It's a mix of just attention seeking, trying to say, you know, we all have teenagers. A lot of us do anyway. We all have kids, and we've been kids. And you remember being a little kid where you say the craziest thing to try to get a reaction out of somebody. It's partly that blended in with an extreme, like, rare case of the inability to take any kind of accountability. It is exactly what it is. You know, his big beef with Wade, and before I go any further, Wade Deaver, man, rest in heaven, buddy. You know, it's crazy, because I actually had sent, that's why I was telling my wife, I was like, yeah, I know it's none of my business, and we spoke back and forth, we texted each other here and there, but it had been a while, and I told her, I was like, I reached out because I haven't seen anything from anybody about him, and I was just like, I was just hoping the guy was okay, and then to find out that no, he's not okay at all. But you know what, sometimes, man, he can rest, right, and not be in any more pain, and not be battling this anymore. That's the same thing I thought about my father on that night. I thought, you know, as painful as it was to see him go, he was at peace. You know, he's finally get the rest in heaven, man. And anyway, moving forward from that, the one thing that he did so wrong to this man here, to make this man here say the lowest form of speech, you know, the lowest you could go, is he tried to hold you accountable. That's all he did to you. I mean, you're such a pussy ass little baby back bitch that can't stand anybody telling you about yourself. That's your biggest problem. Everybody in the world's going to be your enemy until you can look in the mirror and take some accountability, dude. You're a fucking worthless loser, celebrating the fact that you turned 40 years old, bragging about getting a day off of work. Oh, I only work a half a day here, and then I don't work this day, and then I don't work this weekend. What you're trying to say is you don't work at all. You're a part-time maintenance bitch at the apartments, Section 8 apartments that you live in. That's all you are. You're just the guy that when somebody takes a shit on the wall and rubs it in, they send you to go do a little Kiehl's over it. I mean, let's just keep it real, dude. You're a fucking loser, and that's the problem that you have with everybody else out here, is that you're a loser, and we all know it. And we point it out, and you can't stand it. I mean, and shout out to Ryan, man. Shout out to Big Dog Church for actually, you know, doing this right here on his Instagram. Man, that's what's up, man. And that's the other problem you have with Wade, right? Is Wade was able to actually be a church supporter and stay a church supporter, be consistent, which is one thing you can't do either. Back to that piece of shit thing that you are, right? You can't be consistent, and that just pisses you off, because Wade said he was a supporter of church, remained a supporter of church until the day he went to heaven, Bubba. And what'd you do? Oh, Ryan didn't show me no attention. Fuck you, Ryan. Fuck you. Your music sucks. Your kid's gonna be a crackhead, Ryan. Ryan, I love you, man. It's all about the music. I'm OG, baby. I'm OG. Fuck you, Ryan. Fuck. Oh, man. Dude, it's I don't know. If nothing else, it's good entertainment to watch you crash and burn over and over again. But, dude, I'm telling you, you're not going to come back. You've said way too much, way too many times. You're never going to get respect from anybody except for just washed up losers. And it's mind-blowing. And Gail, you said it exactly right. Anybody that supports this guy, it's fuck you too. I mean, there's no good excuse for it. You guys can't come up with one good reason for why you're supporting this guy. So it's fuck you all the way, dude. I mean, it's just the most useless. I'm gonna get off of it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it's not worth talking about. But anyway, love you guys. I just dropped the kids off from school. I just dropped the kids off at school, getting ready to meet this dumpster guy, I guess, and get this project going. Almost forgot I gotta run down here and get the cash real quick for the delivery guys. Speaking of money, Bama Don, I seen your comment, buddy. Listen, I posted and ghosted last night. It was pretty late and I was just really tired, and all I was waiting for the video to process anyway. I go to bed early, guys, because I get up early. But I seen your message about, you know, just you wanting to pay it forward to Finley and for me to keep it and spend it on him. And much respect, man, much love, dude. I appreciate that. However, I would feel completely wrong if this is something that was gifted to me that I wanted to pay forward to somebody else. Finley, I don't know if you've seen his room or not, but there's not a toy that kid doesn't have that we hadn't figured out some way to get him. So I tell you what I want to do, because I did see a lot of comments, and there's one comment that really stood out to me, and it was so relatable. It was a lady saying, yeah, she said, woo, let's win us some Christmas money. And I seen it after I had picked you as the winner, and it just kind of ate at me. So I'm going to put her name up right here on the screen. If you're cool with it, Bama, I'll have her reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll get that to her so that she can use it for Christmas, like she said. And we'll just do that with it, as long as everybody's cool with that and everybody agrees with that. And like I said, much respect, dude. It's just hard to believe for me that it shouldn't be, but man, I got some really good people in here, man. You guys really are some good people, and I'm about to give you some good entertainment. You're gonna I don't even remember how to use that shovel, how to like get up underneath, and I need to be smart about it and only take off certain sections at a time. I don't want to get too much opened up. And like as you see right now, of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it be on the morning that I'm gonna literally take vacation to take my roof off? It's raining, but it's supposed to clear up and it ain't supposed to rain. There's another little chance of it around 11, but then from noon on, clear skies, and I'm ripping into it. Am I though? All right, I got some cash to give the guy that dropped off the material. I wishing that I didn't give him this phone number. I gave this phone number to not only the material guy, but the dumpster guy. And I would rather shut this phone off when I'm not at work, because it's, you know, it's a work phone. Why aren't my wipers working? Oh, it helped them. Helped to put the key in, wouldn't it? For lunch today, I decided put me a piece of meat on the grill since I can't have 2 demonetized videos. Piece of meat and some salad, since I'm gonna be home today. And honestly, that was cheaper than what I probably would have spent on lunch anyway. We'll just get our piece of Angus beef right here. Drop it in the marinade bowl. Baby. A little ground mates. Brown sugar, babe. Just have love in the usual way. Brown sugar, babe. I haven't got shit done yet. Listen, a little bit of the Steak King, baby. You already know. You already. A little bit of garlic powder. I do not belong home alone. I'd be a wreck. Let's let this beast marinate, baby. Let's get to it. All right, dumpster people just texted, said they'll be here any minute now. Thought it'd be a good time to come out here and make sure that they drop it exactly where I want it, but also I'm trying to straighten up out here a little bit, because for me to do anything productive, it's got to be in a clean work area, that's for sure. But I'm also, I guess the garage is no exception. We are on the way. They will be right here. The garage is no exception to eating Roku remotes, I guess, because I was going to put that bad boy back there on my dude Mr. Hardcore MMA and listen to what he's got to say. Rhyming already, huh? Yeah, because I already know that good old boy right there has got a lot of things, a lot of opinions, I should say, that align with mine perfectly. So, where is that remote? Oh, yeah, behind the TV. Why wouldn't it be? Well, I guess I'm going to be taking the sheriff's spot for a minute, but looking at it now, there is no way he could get it with that opening in where I wanted it anyway. Which I guess it's fine, not a big a deal. What's up? You guys don't care if I record this, do you? A little bit of free advertisement for YouTube. How have you been?
Good. You look the same, though.
The same?
Yeah, you just look older.
Yeah, well, I've aged for sure. Yeah, I was gonna see. It's fine right there, fuck it. All right. I have stalled long enough. I don't know, well, and some of it's legitimate, right? Because I'm getting in my head about whether or not the boards that they bring are going to be the right size to stretch this run across here, and if I tear it off and it's not. But, I mean, I could go to Lowe's and buy some, so it's just, I'm just stalling. There's no other way to put it. I've stalled and stalled and stalled, and I need to just do it. Am I going to get halfway through this and realize it's not for me? These things are sick, dude. They pull the nails with it. Well, that's what it's supposed to do, right? At least it's not hot. And I never did talk to that guy last night about these skylights. To be honest, I kind of forgot. But let's take a break real quick. I feel like I deserve it. I guess I'm kind of stalling too. I'm just waiting on that guy to bring the material. I got the dumpster, just need to get the material, and I just need to go at it. That's a bad spot right there. You can see how raised up it is. Well, that might be actually somebody backing up out front. Let me check my cameras. Yo, copyright free music. Don't need permission to use it. Cause copyright music sucks and keeps you from paying off your truck. I got a phone call and it didn't stop the video. Thanks, iPhone. What? Where'd you get this beat from? Thank you. I'm really praying for that guy to show up with those materials, man. If that's an excuse for a break. Woo! Jeez. This is just as hard as I remember. GotchaManBeat.com. GotchaManBeat.com. Let's just go check and see if he's here real quick. So this is crazy. Out of all that terrible design talk, and I still think it's a problem, but I actually found what is really the problem, and there's still water there as witness to it. I peeled up some of this silicone because I noticed they had quite a bit more silicone around this skylight than they do the other one. And if you look, this thing's busted all to heck. This skylight's cracked in like 10 different places. So, I don't know about my plan of keeping these skylights anymore. But a man could almost pull all this sheeting up that's rotted out, replace the sheeting. If I could, I don't know how high I could even flash that, or if I could get that rubber junk that goes all the way up to here and all the way up to dang near that ridge, and just put this back together the way it is, minus the skylight. I don't know. Take a break and cook a steak. I really didn't mean for that to rhyme. But listen, that thing held up nicely. I gotta find your name, the one, if you know who you are, comment down below. It was when I went to Chicago or Michigan, and I was complaining about the leg always falling off of that little tripod, and you were like, man, there's a suction cup one. You got to get that, gotcha, man. And I got that thing and been using it ever since. It's pretty sweet, actually. Go on. Held on pretty tight. Got the dumpster, the lumber. Pretty big event. Got the news here.
Well,
I tell you what, it's a big event whenever
we got some.
I'm gonna put this belt right here, all right?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, lots probably changed. That was a good catch. Must be some of the sawdust got stuck in the suction cups or something, but I got the rest of what I wanted torn off of here, and I found my angle and I got them all cut. I was waiting the final verdict on this skylight thing, which I'm not too happy about because I really wanted skylights in the sunroom. I don't know why I was holding on to that so much, but it's cracked. I've called every place locally. There was one that was kind of like a Hail Mary that might have it, and he's like, man, I usually have stuff like that, but not today, buddy. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna rip it out on both sides and just go over it. I gotta get this stuff laid out, but I got these here going. So I'm gonna find center, and hopefully they should be 2-foot centers as well, so I can go right down through it. I'm gonna get this firmed up, get this sheeted, and hopefully get some felt on it tonight before I quit. And I may still put the tarp on it just for a little bit extra security so I can sleep tonight. I believe on this far side here and on the side that I'm standing on, there's no sense in me shoveling all that off. And the only reason I went all the way over there is this board right here was kind of bowing up under the shingles. You could see it. And all it was this leading edge right here needed nailed back down. So, well, actually I threw some screws in it. That's the way I'm gonna do all this, is throw some screws in it. But hardest part was getting all this junk up here, if I'm being honest. I didn't think I'd get this far. Yeah, and it turns out this was first, and that was an add-on, which I should have already known that. And the reason you could tell is because this is the way they used to do roofing here, is they would use these 1-bys, these real thick 1-bys instead. James, someone's here. For Finley? As you guys see, the boys jumped right on top of helping old dad clean that up. Dodge Charger my ass, mother. Yeah, it really is like Grand Central around here. Which, I mean, we were expecting a lady to come, but I guess she came a little earlier than what we thought. Well, I guess I can go ahead and take advantage of the fact that I had to reset, take the camera down and go down there. So you guys can kind of see my plan now. I just gotta rip this up because this board here doesn't want to set flush down because that little bit of roofing and skylight stuff that's left in there. But that's the plan, and I've got this just lower than that other roof. When it sets all the way down, it's actually, there's a gap here, which is what I want, just enough so that my sheeting can come up to this edge, because obviously I don't want it sticking up. But the plan is just from this peak here to just run on down and then continue down that side. It's gonna be a lot of water for that one gutter to take, but we'll worry about gutters later. And the fun part's gonna be boxing this in over here. But I should be able to use these pieces here and measure how far it is from that point to the chimney here. And then just from that point to the chimney. And if I have to, I'll screw it to the house or whatever I gotta do. But this is the plan. Cut that out right now. I'm gonna fasten all these down, put some cross bracings between them, and then sheet it real quick. Hopefully sheet it by tonight. I don't know. I'm running out of gas pretty fast, if I'm being honest. I make a high boy. I literally both my knees on that ladder, coming up that ladder. It's like they cut the aluminum and then never like smoothed out the edges. I banged both of them coming up it, man. Damn ladder. Don't you gotcha, man. Copyrightfree.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me bring you guys in here. I ain't never seen a ceiling fan from this angle before. That's crazy. You know what just dawned on me? I think that's the same collar floor I just put in Dalton's room. No shit. Mine just exploded, dude. I don't know, man. Still am a little salty about the skylight for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter, really. Don't need it. Don't matter. I know some of y'all was eyeballing that right there, wondering if I was going to get a close-up, show you that bubble, baby. Listen. Gotcha, man. Don't hide nothing. Keeps it real. Bam. And honestly, this thing turned out exactly the way I had hoped it would. I'm just gonna put some cross braces here, but you're about to see some real lazy stuff in action. Cause I just realized that I'm actually in charge of this job. I'm the boss of this one, and I don't have to keep on pushing past this like shaky, tired feeling that I'm having. I can actually call it when I want to call it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna get the majority of things cleaned up and get a tarp over this. But in the meantime, well, I'll just show you the laziness here in just a second. All right. Hammer, level, scrap wood, drill, not the battery, just the drill. Oh. Thought for a minute the universe wasn't gonna let me be lazy, baby. No. Put the saw right there. Glove. Roofing shovel. This is setting it flatter.
You're doing great, babe.
Huh?
You're doing great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, actually,
Oh, yeah.
you will be able to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that pitch will run to this pitch instead of having a bowl right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
And then I can roof from here all the way up to that pitch, run, and then that side, cap it all. Yeah. But I'm doing some lazy shit and hiding all the tools under this tarp so I don't have to carry them down and back up.
That makes sense. It's fine.
Yeah. I covered up the skylight for tonight too. And well, I'll actually probably leave that sheet of plywood there. Woo!
I'm about to put him in the tub.
Give him a bath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see that camera above you?
No.
That suction cup thing. Do you remember the subscriber that recommended that? I don't. It's badass, dude. I love you, babe. I look damn good in this pouch,
You do.
don't I?
You
telling you
look
what.
hot, babe. You're doing great.
Thank you. Actually, this tarp is helping show the shape of what I'm trying to do. So I left those couple 2x4s sitting on top of there, but that's actually gonna be perfect angle. If you guys remember at the beginning of this, I was worried about this slope not being enough, but I think it's plenty. I'll just have one ridge cap here and it'll run all the way down. And if that's not that much of a jump, I don't have to do a ridge cap there. I can just keep on coming up with the shingles, but we'll see. It's definitely a lot better design. And then I'll have just a little small gable face right here. I think I got some of that spare siding out in the shed. I'm just gonna leave that up there for tonight. It should still be there. It's stuck to the window pretty daggone good. But yeah, baby. You guys know what time it is. Oh, you guys don't know what time it is? It's Corona time, baby. Let's get that roof done and pay that truck off, baby. Woo!